Let's do it. All right, so we got flinching, bracketing, specific numbers.
Did they ever flinch back?
Do they ever flinch back? Yes. Not intentionally, though. Sometimes they're just kind of surprised. You know, whew, how'd you come up with that? 103,579? How'd you come up with that? That's a flinch. They didn't mean to do it, they just kind of did it naturally. To which you say, well, we do all this research and this analysis on the spreadsheet that tells me the exact amount. Great, you just basically back it up. I mean, you do look up at comps and stuff, don't you? So it works. This next technique, you've probably heard of it before, but I wanted to find it out my way, all right? Tom's got his own way of looking at these things. It's splitting the difference. Splitting the difference. A very important technique that you will actually use rather often. Where do we say things tend to meet? In the middle. And that's fair, because it's the middle. Therefore, if we're splitting the difference, where are we trying to meet? In the middle. So I tend to use this technique if I'm stuck, or the negotiation starts to stall out, or we get to what's called an impasse. So let's say in this example I was using earlier, I've gotten the seller down from 200,000 to 160. What was my target? 150. And let's say they've gotten me up to 140. So how far apart are we? 20, yeah, 10 each off the goal. So the basic way of splitting the difference is just to offer, hey, let's split the difference. I'll meet you in the middle. Sound good? You could do that, except that would violate another principle. That principle is always let the other side feel like they won. Always let the other party feel like they won the negotiation. That's really important. So they will feel like they won if you agree to what they want, not if they're agreeing to what you want. So if I say, hey, let's split the difference and meet in the middle, they're agreeing to my terms, which means I won. So now I've got to convince them to say something? How do you get them to say something complicated like that? You have a nice conversation. You say, gee, okay, you're at 160. I've come all the way up to 140. Notice how they're just there, and I had this big struggle to get all the way up. Just a subtle little way of phrasing things. We're so close. It'd be such a shame to have come this far together and not be able to do a deal, not be able to do business together. We're so close. Isn't there anything we can do? To which they say, I'll meet you in the middle. I'll split the difference with you, Tom. And you go, split the difference? Oh, you mean like 150? Flinch. It's all stackable, right? It's a negotiation stack. Oh, I might be able to do that.